This is Michael Hill reporting for Superbike News TV here at Brno for the fifth round of the 2012 KTM European Junior Cup. I'm joined now by Australian rider Giuseppe Scarcella. Sep, first of all, before we talk about Brno this weekend and Aragon where we weren't filming, let's talk about Misano. And first of all, congratulations on your debut podium. It was very pleasing to see that you had a very calculated race and a little mistake on the last corner where I thought you were going to deck it, but you managed to keep it. You managed to keep it upright, and your first European podium. So congratulations.
Well, it was a great feeling being on the podium, but as I said, there is still a lot of space to get better. This round here, I'm like every other race. I've only come here to come first. I'm not come here to come second. I was happy on half of the cool down lap, but the first half of the cool down lap, I sort of like punched my bike. I was just angry. I should have been further up on the podium. And I actually tried to block out, what's his name, Vidal, yeah. And it didn't work. It worked on the second last corner, but it didn't work on the last corner. I actually went too tight the last corner. But yeah, what can you do? That's how it works.
That's racing, and you learn from it, and you move on. But I think from my point of view, obviously being the sort of media partner of the championship, it was just so good to see you riding a race, keeping a level head after the disappointment of Assen. You know, everybody knows that you have the talent and you have the speed, and it was just so nice to see you riding a really controlled race, and that's something that you can build on for the rest of the championship for sure. I mean, it's still very close. You know, we've had four winners from 4 different races, so there's no reason that you couldn't make it the 5th one this weekend.
Yeah, well, as I said, this weekend here is just a big learning curve for everyone. No one's been around this track apart from anyone that comes from these parts. I haven't been around here. I rode a couple of laps. Kenan Safoglu took me around on the scooter a couple of laps yesterday, so that was a big help. He actually showed me where to pass and where his reference points were, and that was really good for me. I think I learned just a little bit just from there, but nothing could come close to walking the track with Simon Krafer, because he's a very wise man, and he gives a lot of good hints and pointers about what to do and what not to do.
Which you would expect from a former MotoGP winner, so you must be able to glean a lot of information from him, and you're not backwards in coming forward, so I'm sure if there's a question to be asked, you're going to be asking it.
Oh, of course, I'm a very out there person. I'm a very in-your-face person, but not too in-your-face.
He means it, ladies and gents, he means it.
No, but I if I have a problem, I like to tell everyone ask everyone how I can improve and how I can improve. But it's been very hard here so far, but we can go forward.
I think, you know, for me, you're one of the riders that you very much wear your heart on your sleeve, as we say in England. And, you know, if things are going well, everybody knows about it. But equally, if things are not going so well, you also are quite happy to say that they're not going well, and you're quite happy to be honest as well. I think that's really important, which, you know, you see in Grand Prix that some riders do often hide behind excuses, and you certainly don't. So I think for me, it's quite refreshing to see that. One question I'm quite interested in, I mean, I started my career on the 125 capacity bikes, and you've obviously had 2-stroke experience. What are you finding 5 races into the championship is the biggest sort of adaptation that you've had to make onto the big 690 machines?
Well, last year I rode the Supermoto in the 4-stroke, and I rode also half a season of 600 Super Sport. But the conversion of coming from 2-stroke to 4-stroke is a big difference. But I think it still has 2 wheels, it still has a throttle, it still has a front brake, back brake, and a clutch. It's pretty much the same. If you can ride one bike, you can ride many bikes. It's one thing that I do not understand is the Moto3, because the Moto3 you would have riders that were well behind in the 125, and then they would come forward in the Moto3, but a big difference. Like just riders in the top 10 you would never see in the 125 GP, and the level has just gone downhill so much. Like I never forget in 2007 when Tamashi won. It was a hard championship, and then even harder in 2009 when D'Amelio won. But it's a big difference coming from the 2-stroke to the 4-stroke.
But I guess, you know, we're talking about Moto3, and I don't really want to talk about Moto3 too much, but we saw that in Moto2, didn't we, with the first championship year, the bikes were not so fast. The second year, they were a big step forward. And I think we'll probably see that in Moto 3. But turning our attention back then to this weekend, Sepp, and your task at hand, you have first free practice in a sort of a couple of hours' time. What do you use that first 45 minutes session? You see some riders going out there and you know, going from the word go, but 45 minutes is a long time.
Well, for me, I've been training very hard back in Italy, and it has been very hard on me. But I think even I am able to stay out there 45 minutes long if I wanted to. But we need to get a good suspension setting, because in this championship all the bikes are the same, and the person that puts the bike to the best point and has all the suspension and all their brakes to their standards and they're happy with the bike, then they will start to win races. You will not win races with the bike coming straight out of the truck, especially changing different tracks every weekend.
And I guess the final thing to say, really, and it's I'm not sure what reaction I'm going to get from you, but normally you are one of the most interesting characters, and you always have some funky clothing or funky hair. But I'm a bit sort of cautious here. But what have we got going on today, Sepp?
Okay. In Italy, in Sicilia, Messina, c'è Ciccio, da capelli e carezze. Ciao Ciccio! He's one of my best friends, and he put lines in my head.
Let me see. Okay.
And even on this side. But yeah, it was just great fun. Every race I want to do something different with my hair. I think it's a good trademark for me, like many other riders. Like Lorenzo jumps up when he makes a win. I cut my hair every time.
So I was thinking of taking sort of a leaf out of your book, and I thought that at Silverstone, it's the British round. I'm British. I was thinking maybe I could put a sort of a ponytail in mine or something. What do you think? It's not going to work, though, is it?
I think you have to grow it a little bit first.
Sepp, always nice talking to you. I wish you all the very best this weekend, and because of your Italian heritage as Simon Rayner, I don't know who's the bigger kid, you or him, to be honest, but as they say in Italy, in bocca al lupo.
Crepi lupo. And I would just like to say hi to my mum. I miss you so much, mum, and my little brother Claudio. And and I would like to say hi to my best friends Ryan, Julian, and Kurt. I miss them so much. I miss hanging out with them, getting on it. They mean a lot to me in my life, and it's been 2 months since I've seen them, so I can't wait to come back home and see you guys again.
Don't start crying, because you'll set me off.
Start crying.
Yeah, all the best on Sunday.
See you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.